So we're recording. So welcome you guys to the Digital Hundreds List Organization Zoom. The website and app we're talking about is called Trello. It's Trello. Trello is the app, and the website is Trello.com, and it's super user-friendly. I'm actually going to share my screen and show you. I made some like mock boards so I could share with you guys without showing any contacts. And I made some like example people to put on some of the lists so you can see kind of how it's set up. It's really, really neat, and it kind of seems overwhelming at first, but it's actually very simple. And once you get it set up, it's so nice to have. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I don't think the chats pop up for me while I'm screen sharing. So if y'all have a question, feel free to unmute yourself and interrupt me. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. Okay. So this is Trello. And like I said, I made some boards just to show you guys, and that's going to be these up here that say train on them. So these are the ones I'm going to go over. So your home screen will only look like this if you have this many boards. You get to make as many as you want. It's unlimited and it's free. So for me, I actually only have 3 boards on mine. Right now it looks like more just because I set up some fake ones for you guys. So the first board I'm going to show you is this one right here. It's called Paid to Make Friends. You can name this whatever you want, but this one is basically your hundreds list, okay? So on this list, each one of these is a list, okay? So these back here, these are boards. And then whenever you click on these, each column is called a list, okay? So this first one, I have PLC and then PDT. These are going to be people that I have actually had a conversation back and forth with about products or opportunity. These are not people that I've never talked to or people that I want on my team. These are people that I have talked with and had a conversation with about being a customer or distributor. Then you can have a dream team. Those are, you guys know, those people that you are dying to have on your team, right? They would be awesome at this, and you just need to reach out to them. These are the people that you're going to meet. Maybe you blitz somebody, and when you met her, she was amazing, and you were like, oh my gosh, I've got to have her. You'd put her on your dream team list. And those are going to be the people that maybe you spend a little bit extra time on, or you focus on them a little bit more. Okay. Then chicken list. We all know who they are. People you're scared to talk to. Old distributors. Now this one's on my hundreds list because just to give you guys an example, I have like 430 distributors on my team, okay? 430 distributors, and out of those 430, I think I have 35 that are actually working, like really actively working, 35 out of 430. So think about all of those distributors who are not working. Maybe it wasn't the right time for them when they joined. Maybe life happened and they just got really busy. Maybe they had a death in the family and they just got distracted. I mean, so many things could happen. So those people can stay here, and you can have an idea of kind of what happened. When did they fall off? Is their account still active? And it'll let you reach out and talk to them when we have new promotions. If you had a list of your old distributors right now and you found out about this $5,000 Emerald bonus, you could go straight to that list and contact everybody on that list. And then you see that I have this A, B, C, D. Now on mine personally, I am going through my Facebook friends list and adding all of the A's, all of the B's, all of the C's. That's time consuming. Please do not think you have to do all of that in a day, okay? Just like as you take, let's say you're taking your hour a day to work your business, you know, spend 20 minutes of it uploading that, because it'll help you go faster in the future. Hold on,
okay. All right, let me go there. Take those out.
It says my voice is going in and out. Sorry. My internet's good. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's all the lists that I have. You can make your own list. If you think of a different one, feel free to put it in the chat. I'd love to hear your suggestions. These are just what I've come up with so far. So now I'm going to go back. Each one of these columns, like I said, is called a list, right? And then each person that you add, that's called a card. Okay, so this person that I have over here, I named her Sadie Kate. She's going to be someone that I've spoken with back and forth about joining as a loyal customer, right? So I'm going to click on her card, and this is where all the magic happens, okay? So I can put in the description. I blitzed her at Target. She's a Target cashier, and she's interested in that. There's her phone number. Okay, and then down here, I can put that I followed up with her on 2/8/18, and she said she gets paid on Sunday, and she'll order then. So now I can go in and I can click on due date, and I can set myself a reminder to contact her on Sunday so that she'll order, okay? So what's cool about that is it actually shows it over here. So it says February 11th over here. And you can add, you can go through over on this right-hand side, it says show menu, and you can actually filter and search for, like you could say, okay, today is follow-up, today is the 10th, and you can go and filter and look for anybody you're supposed to follow up with on the 10th, and it'll show you just those people, and you can go through and follow up with them, which is pretty neat. So that's what I have for like your 100 list. That's what I would do. You can keep track of how you met them, what they're interested in, here's their contact information, and then you can add comments down here and keep a running tab. And you can add as many comments as you want, right? So you can say like, you know, I talked to her today, whatever, and put the comment down that's going to keep them in order. So I'm going to back up out of this board and show you a couple more things. Does anybody have questions on this board before I move on? Via chat, hold on. I believe it's on Android and iPhone. If anybody's on Android and can confirm that, would be great. Okay, so no questions. I'm going to go back to a different board so I can show you more features. Okay, so yes, Android is loading and it works. It's in the Play Store. So yeah, so Android and iPhone. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to our loyal customers. So on this one, this is going to be after somebody actually joins as a loyal customer, okay? So the way I set up this one is a welcome. This is right when they first join. A 3-week follow-up, 7-week follow-up, 10-week follow-up, no auto ship, and canceled. And then we'll click on this card. So this is somebody, Susie Q. She just joined as a loyal customer. Okay, let's say she joined today. Susie Q, her loyal customer number is right here. She's placed under Bobby Joe. Her goal is that she wants to lose 30 pounds before her wedding. Her first auto ship she ordered today was Fit 30, and then I'm going to keep track of what she orders the next 2 times. Her address, and the reason I put her address here, guys, is if you place a customer somewhere else, you can't access their address anymore. So if you want to, or you can, but you really have to dig for it in eSuite. So it would all be right here. Let's say you wanted to send them a sample of a new product that came out. It would be nice just to have their information, right? So I put address here. You don't have to. Now, another cool thing is that there's a checklist. So you can add a checklist and you can say, I want to make sure I send her a thank you card. I want to send product instructions, a 3-week follow-up. I want to talk to them about, you know, remind them they can change their auto ship and offer to help. 6-week or 7-week follow-up, ask them how their goals are going. A 10-week follow-up, you're going to let them know about those perk points, right? And see if you can help them order something else. So again, you can add comments. So on this one, I said she commented on a post about Confianza, and I want to remember to mention that at my next follow-up. So let's say she joined today. I wrote that thank you card. I threw it in the mail. I'm going to check that that one is done. But I also don't need her in my welcome column anymore, right? So you can drag her over now to the 3-week follow-up. And you can also click due date and say, okay, 3 weeks from now is going to be, cameras over here. So 3 weeks from now would be March 4th or 3rd, I guess. Y'all, that's my wedding day. My wedding is 3 weeks from today. And hit save. So it will add a due date up here of March 3rd. And so you know that now you have her over here in the 3-week follow-up. It says March 3rd. That's going to tell you when you need to do your 3-week follow-up. And yeah. So does that make sense? Everybody understand? Anybody have questions? No, no questions? Okay. So now, so you would move that customer throughout the process, right? And then, let's see. This is an example of an old loyal customer. So this person doesn't have an auto ship set up anymore. This one doesn't have an auto ship set up anymore. It's an old loyal customer. So I still have all of their information, right? I have their loyal customer number, where I placed them, their goals were that they wanted to grow their hair out and improve their skincare routine. So they ordered hair, skin, nails, a cleanser and toner, repair, good preventage. Here's their address. I completed my checklist with them. And then I have down here on January 2nd, I offered the rat BOGO. They didn't reply. And then February 1st, I sent them a keto coffee sample. They loved it. And they're going to order in their next paycheck. Okay, so that would allow me to keep track of what I've done to keep up with this customer, right? And guys, I'm terrible. Like I was on, like a couple months ago in Birmingham, I was on a panel for customer retention, and I don't know how I got chosen to be on a customer retention panel at a mini boot camp, because I am the worst. Like I have no organization. So this is really huge for me to be able to access all this information and log in and do that. Because as cool as this is, it's even cooler that I can pull it up on my phone and have the exact same information. So when I click on this person, I have the exact same information on my phone as I do on the computer. I can still do the checklist. I can still add comments. I can still move them around back and forth. And I love that, because do y'all realize how much time I spend in Carline every day? A lot. So I love that I have it that handy. Okay, so does that one make sense to everybody? Anybody have questions on the loyal customer board? If you had a customer that canceled their account, again, you could just drag it over, but that would allow you to know that you could contact that person too, just in a different way. Okay, so let me go back to my last board. The last board that I have set up is my team. Okay. And this is not something you would have to have for a 100 list, but if you're building a team, it could be very helpful. Yeah, Stephanie, this is all free. So they have a paid account, but it's like it's not anything I think we would use with It Works. Um, the upgraded stuff is like adding people can make payments. You can add like Google Calendar or Google Docs or special stickers and stuff, but there's so much you can do for free. Everything I've shown you so far is free, and it's free on your phone too. And you have unlimited boards, unlimited lists, unlimited cards. There's not like a certain amount you can do. Um, and there's a lot more features than what I'm showing you guys. Like I'm just showing you guys what I'm utilizing. There's all kinds of crazy cool stuff. You can add color-coded labels. I could see myself going back and doing that with like maybe have a certain color for the people who are um, using weight loss products, a certain color for skincare products or vitamins or different things. There's a lot more you could do that I haven't even delved into yet. Okay, so this is the team board, and what I have on this one is first 30 days, so your newbies, okay? The 400 Club, Executive, Ruby, Emerald, etc. So let's say this girl Holly just joined, okay? So I have her distributor number, I have her why, her placement, and her goal. So the reason I have these things, the distributor number and the placement is obvious. The why, I want to be able to go back. If she's having a hard time or she kind of falls off the wagon, I want to be able to go back and see what did I talk to her about when she first joined that she really wanted. And I can remind her of that, right, to help motivate her. So the why is really important. And then her goal. Now, some people join because they want to go diamond. Some people join just because they want to go ruby, right? So someone that wants to go diamond, you may need to push a little bit more, whereas someone who just wants extra fun money, maybe you don't, right? So that's also important. Again, I have a checklist here. This checklist is the first 30 days. Their tax hold, trading academy. I have a Zoom one-on-one meeting. I like to really get to know people when they first get started and try to help them out. A launch party, and then their first 4 loyal customers. So I'm going to close her. Let's say, let's say she's done all of this. She got those first 4 loyal customers. She's in the 400 Club now. She's not a newbie anymore. We're going to move her over. Okay. And now she's in the 400 Club. So now you know she's gotten those loyal customers, and now you're working with her toward the promotion. I saw a chat. Hold on, I'm going back up. It popped up for a second. I don't know how to get back. Cynthia, a tax hold, it's commission hold. I guess I should have rephrased that. When you first join, your account is on commission hold until you verify your tax information. And you just have to go in and verify your identity and whatnot and your address so that they'll take you off the commission hold. Sorry, bad wording. Okay, so then just for another example, here's Cindy Lou. She's an executive. So her distributor number, her placement, her why, see, is just fun money. She loves her job. She just wants extra money for travel and shopping. So her goal is Ruby. So that allows me to know that I don't need to work with her as closely as I would need to work with those people who really want to get up into the leadership ranks, right? Cindy Lou's in it for the fun of it, which is great. And everybody joins for their own reason, right? So this person, maybe I didn't need to contact as much, but I know that because I have all of her information in there. And then look, I have a comment down here. She won a team contest and I sent her a prize on January 12th. Just a way for me to keep up with her. So let's see. So just to give you guys an idea, I'm going to add somebody. So I'm running out of names. Nikki, you're the first person I see, so I'm going to put you up here. So Nikki, add her, and then you click on her name. You'll say this person just joined, right? So you'll say her distributor number And then she's under Michelle. Her Y, I don't know your Y, Nikki, off the top of my head. So let's say cut back on work hours, spend time with family, and your goal is, let's say Emerald. Okay, so I would hit save. Now in order to add the checklist, this is what I want to show you. You don't have to type it out every time. So right here it says copy items from, and you can copy it from anybody that you've already done it for. First, now it's going to freeze because I'm trying to show you. And then add. And it is automatically going to put that checklist on these. Okay, so you don't have to make the checklist over and over again, and I love that. All about easy. You can do that on your phone too. And then you'll just close that section, and that's it. So does anybody have any questions? Because that's pretty much all of it that I've gone through. You can move people also from board to board. So let's say you have a loyal customer that joined as a distributor. You can move them to your team board without having to retype them all. All of the information would go with them, all the comments, all the descriptions and everything. Catherine, the name of the program is Trello. It's Trello. And it's Trello.com, or it's an app. And they have a little, let's see. Stephanie, sorry, I'm seeing your comment now. Does this include reminders or notifications? So you have to go to the app. It doesn't send you a notification. You can get notifications if you upgrade, because then you can bring in Google Calendar, and Google Calendar will update you or send you reminders. So it doesn't send you a reminder, but if you go into the app, you can filter by date. So if you set due dates for something, like let's say you, like that customer potential loyal I showed you that I said she gets paid on Sunday, and I set up a reminder for February 11th. Let's say I had a few people I was going to contact on the 11th. I could go in and filter to February 11th, and it would show me everyone I'm supposed to contact on the 11th. Or it'll show me anyone that has a due date on the 11th. I haven't personally looked into what the upgraded cost was because I don't think I'll use it. But yeah, if you want the reminder, there is a way to do it. This site is crazy amazing. I know. I was so excited. I've only been using it for like 3 days, and I couldn't wait to share it. Does anybody else have questions? Anything? You can unmute yourselves and talk. I don't mind.
What do we do if we don't have a computer?
You can do it on the app.
Okay. Because I'm having serious issues with my phone.
There's we did confirm it's on iPhone and Android. And then also you can do it from a desktop version, and it's not on the desktop, it's on a website, so you can access it at any local library or a friend's computer or anything if you want to go like set it up somewhere like that and then just use your app.
Okay.
Main board, Stephanie, this is it. So I was telling them in the beginning, this main board kind of looks chaotic right now because I set up extra boards to use for training, but I'll be deleting those. I just made them for this Zoom, so I wasn't showing my potentials all their contact information. But yeah, you can make as many boards as you want, and they'll all be under personal boards right here. You can set up the color. So let's say you want to make a new board. You can make it whatever you want. I'm just going to do example board. You can pick whatever color you want, create the board, and then it goes into a new board. You can also create a team. Those of you who have distributors under you and you're building your team, you can create a team, and this you can allow certain members to see, and you can remember how to do it. So, like, all of your personal boards are still private. Nobody else can see those, right? With all of your potentials and everything, those are private. Only you can see them. But on this team board, anybody on the team can access it, and they're not public, but they're accessible to anybody that you allow to see it. So I haven't set any of this up yet, but it is something to think about with setting up, a list of tasks for you to do in your first 30 days, or maybe some basic training type stuff that you could give to your new distributors. You could really do a lot with it, but I haven't done much yet.
All right. Sorry, I was just wondering because I obviously don't have good internet at my house. We're trying to work on that, but they don't really offer much. So I'm just trying to figure out everything I can do to boost my business because I'm great at blitzing.
Is that Amy?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, go ahead. Yeah, so what I would do is I would go to a friend's house or to the public library or anywhere, just get on the website, log in, and really just set everything up. And then once you have it set up, you can access it on your phone, and it's really easy. That
Okay,
way,
well, I missed my whole first part of it. Like, is there any way you could send me, like, a super tiny chat to my inbox about, like, the info, like an overview? Because I don't even know what I missed.
yeah, and I also recorded the Zoom, so you can go back and
Ooh, I
rewatch
can just really watch it. Okay, that works.
it. What about for leads and potentials? Let's say you add a new Facebook friend and you want to write down a note about them. Sorry if you covered that. I'll be on the lookout for the recording. I don't mind. It's okay because I don't remember what all I've covered anyway. So what I'm doing for my Facebook is paid to make friends. This is my 100th list. So I have potentials. These are people that I have had a conversation back and forth with about products or opportunity. And then I have Dream Team, Chicken List, old distributors, and then I have A, B, C, D. So I have friends lists that are all of my friends that start with letter A, B, etc. So if I added a friend that, let me go back to your chat, make sure I'm answering this right. If I had a friend that I talked to, or a friend that I'm adding, and let's say you added this friend because they had, several mutual friends. They're really fun. They're in college, they're in a sorority, and you just think that they'd be really great for a distributor. Then yeah, you could say, let's say Savannah Allen. Okay, so she's an A name, and I would say a description. I could put added on 210 of 18. Would love to have her on my team, and then whatever, and you can save it as a description. So then once you already have her on here, then you could say, like, she made a post about needing income on 2/9 whatever, you know what I mean, and then save. So then you have comments, like a running comment feed about whatever it is that you're wanting to make notes on. Does that help, Stephanie? Is that what you're looking for? Yeah, it's bomb. I'm super excited. And then Catherine, I know. Seriously, when I found out about it, I was like, I'm setting this up right now. Catherine, yeah. So the training thing, like your team page, exactly. You could have it set up and you could give access to your new distributors and you could have all kinds of information on there about what you're wanting them to do to get started, how to help them get started. You could have links of like videos you think they should watch. You could have like, I don't even know, checklists for them to do. I don't even know. There's endless possibilities. It's really cool. And I love that it's free. That's my favorite part. Tara, yeah, you could add your own 6 list or daily tasks. You could have a checklist like that. Um, you could set reminders for yourself. You could set due dates for yourself to like, contact a certain amount of people or, give yourself a due date for adding a new distributor, all sorts of stuff like that.
Well, I went to conference this year. It was my first conference. It's Cynthia speaking.
Uh-huh.
And to be honest, when they were speaking about adding, clients and DTs one by one, you end up, doubling and tripling and quadrupling. And I was wondering exactly how do we keep up with this? And this is an amazing tool. I wish I would have known this last year,
Me too.
That's exactly that. I'm not organized, so this is really great. Thank you very much for sharing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. Like I said, I have so many notebooks. I wish I could pull them all out right now and show you because I'm not organized at all. I have so many notebooks and I've lost track of so many potentials because of my lack of organization. So I love that this is all in one place, but everywhere at the same time because I can have it on my phone.
Well, that's it. As long as you log in every day, then you know who to follow up with and that. Exactly that. I've lost a lot of stuff going on because of not following up.
Yeah, me too. Tons. I can't even tell you. I could probably be way better off right now than I am if I kept better track of that. Um, but yeah, no, that's the thing is logging in every day. And it would be really helpful to have, if you sit down to do a power hour, because everybody's all in one place, you can add notes. You can even add like that they didn't respond to you, right? Because then next time you go to look, that they didn't respond last time, so maybe you need to revamp the way that you're approaching them, or maybe you need to focus more on engaging with them on their Facebook so that they become more comfortable and warm to you, right?
I wonder if there's, I posted in there up a little ways. I wonder if there's a way that it might be in the upgraded part with Google Docs, but I know that possibly maybe looking the way that you can actually chart and having your team involved in that too. You'd probably be able to do that in here.
I'm sure you could because there's so many things you can do. I have no idea. I haven't seen anyone yet that's doing that. There is, like I said, that group that I'm in, the Double Diamond group that I'm in. Apparently, everybody but me knew about this, and they're all using it. So I was, reading their comments and checking it out, and decided to download it, and then I became obsessed instantly. Um, but I'm sure, yeah, I'll have to ask about that and see if anybody's doing anything like that, Tara, and I'll let you know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, Stephanie, seriously, I can't even imagine 5 years. I would probably have at least 15 notebooks because right now I think I'm up to 7. And like I take a different notebook like every time I go to an event, like I do a vendor event and I have people like give me their contact information. So I have like tons of different notebooks with like vendor event contacts. And then I have I think like 4 planners. I don't even know. I'm so bad. I can't keep up with it all. Nikki, this is Trello. I'm going to type it in here too. Trello.com. All right. So I'm going to stop the share. So anybody else? Anybody have questions? Anybody have input? Like, does anybody have another idea that you could do with it that maybe we could look into? Could this be used for notes in general, like stuff we've learned? And if so, is it content searchable? Not sure. Okay, so kind of, and here's how that would work, I think. I know I just stopped the share screen. Let me do this again. Okay, so Stephanie, what you could do is you can label things different colors. So you could label like your tips and tricks that you've learned a certain color, and then what you would do is you would go back here. You would go over here to show menu, filter cards, and then you can filter by color. So you could save all of your like notes that you're wanting to put in under a certain color, and then filter by that color. I think that would work. And then you could also, so you can filter by the date, filter by members. Does that help, Stephanie? Do you think that would work? Okay, cool. Anybody else? Any questions? I'm like talking to myself.
No.
Catherine, your hair looks so pretty. All right. Well, if y'all don't have any more questions, then I'm going to go. But y'all let me know if you do end up with questions. I'm still exploring myself. So I'd love to hear if you guys come up with any ideas on new boards or new ideas or anything that we can add to it. Feel free to set it up however you want to. This is just the way I set mine up. Felt like it was easy to follow and easy to use. So yeah, if you have questions, let me know, and I will post this recording as soon as it downloads on my computer and I get it on YouTube. I'll post it for you guys.
Okay.
You can share with your teams. Okay, so y'all have a good night.